Hi guys, so Andrew Coates. This episode of In the Making, we're just here with Rod Coates from RKCinematography, talking a little bit about your wedding videography. Hi, so today I'm just here with Rod from RKCinematography, just talking a little bit about wedding videography. So just some questions that you might want to ask and wonder about videography as well. So with most weddings that I've been to, obviously I've had a photographer. So when people are booking, why would they want to book a videographer as well as a photographer, so moving and still images?
Yeah, certainly, Andrew. So with photography, obviously it's still shots and all, but with video, you get movement, you get audio, you get ceremony, you get speeches, you capture real emotion with the whole movement and the whole audio aspect of it. So for those that looking at the photos, yeah, definitely video also gives you the ability to capture movement.
Yeah, so it just sort of adds another level of coverage to a wedding, that sort of thing, so you can get a bit more of a feel of what happened on the day, kind of thing.
And even with that, Andrew, the beautiful thing about video and storytelling in that aspect is you can also capture not only what's happening on the day, but other things around it. So, you might want to Skype a best friend that's overseas, and the beauty about video is that you can still include that person in the video and the final edit, because if you're Skyping them on the day, then your videographer can capture that audio and the whole visual of you talking to your best friend while they're overseas, and that's something that we can then add into the video as if that person was still there on your day.
Yeah, for sure. So we've worked together a fair bit, so we sort of know where each other's going to be and what each other needs to get and that kind of thing. So when in the planning process, what sort of a few just little bits of advice you can give for people who maybe have booked a photographer and a videographer who may not have worked together before? What do they need to cover with each of those suppliers just to make sure everything on the day goes smoothly?
Yeah, certainly, Andrew. So with that, any time a videographer and photographer are working together, I always recommend that they get in contact with each other. At least by phone. If not, if you're having a wedding rehearsal in terms of your ceremony practice, I recommend trying to get them face to face, especially if they're still quite new to the industry. If they've done it a few times, a phone call would suffice, but giving them the opportunity before the day to catch up and sort of plan out their day and sort of get them the opportunity to build that relationship definitely helps any bride and groom booking in both photographer and videographer.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, it just makes that, the planning at the start definitely makes things run a lot smoother on the day, so covering all bases, that sort of thing. So, and then finally, just with having done a lot of weddings and that sort of thing, you come across some weird and wonderful stories and things that happen and that sort of thing. So what sort of little quirky memories or things that sort of stick in your head often from weddings that while you've been covering the video side of things? Just I guess a funny sort of memory or something that's always entertaining for you.
Yeah, look, I have to say all the speeches end up being really beautiful and very sentimental today, so that's probably like a fond memory. Quirky memories is always the dance moves. Every dance move is unique, I suppose, and every wedding is different. And I get to see a lot of dance moves. Not that I have ever practiced these dance moves myself, but these dance moves I get to, I suppose, capture on the day and then tell that story later on is a lot of fun. And I have a lot of fun choosing the music to put behind that as well.
Pick up a few moves for your own dance repertoire, something like that.
No, definitely not, Andrew.
Cool. So just a few tips, I guess, when it comes to wedding videography, that sort of thing. So I'll post a link for some of Rod's work below to check out. But if there's any questions, as always, email, phone, text, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff, we're across those. So thanks for checking out the video. I'll be back soon with another one.